Odie Loke Sports Info here, back with another vid for you guys. Yeah, y'all, hit that subscribe, like, bell icon so y'all can be notified of this reel, because y'all know Odie Loke keeps it real. Yeah, you guys, so I wanted to do some early morning boxing talk. I got to try to get a schedule down. And I just was up this morning, right? And I wanted to talk about the situation with Derrick James and Shawn Porter and his daddy, right? We all know that Derrick James, his energy change, right, when it comes down to Terrence Bud Crawford, right? And for him to try to speak on, Derrick James and what Shawn Porter going through, I mean, we all knew it just was a deflection tactic, right? That's all it was. It was a deflection tactic. They asked him about Terrence Crawford and stuff like that, and he went to deflecting. You feel what I'm saying? And then when Martin came in, right, his fighter came in, Martin, he got up out of there. You feel what I'm saying? But let's try to share, you feel what I'm saying, let's try to share what Shawn Porter said on this situation, if it comes up, because I think I got a virus on my computer, you guys, not on my laptop, I'm not sure, but it's tripping. It is tripping. And shout out to the Porter Way podcast, too. So, yeah, it's moving super slow. I'm going to have to get somebody to come and look at it and do something for it. You feel what I'm saying? But let's just play a little bit of what Shawn Porter said. And this is for educational purposes only. And this guy right here, he said that he was at the Thanksgiving dinner sitting between Shawn Porter and his daddy. So he don't know what the hell Derrick James was talking about, right? Now let's listen to it. This is for educational purposes only.
Where you can be opinionated, where you can...
It's glitching, you guys, as you can see. It's something really up with my damn computer. I mean, for real. This mug is tripping. This mug is tripping, you guys. Really tripping. It's crazy. Hey, so you gonna trip out that much, huh? I guess I'm gonna have to start doing these streams on my phone until I can get this laptop looked at, because I don't know what the hell is wrong with it. It started tripping yesterday. No, really the day before, actually. Let's exit out of that, because it's not gonna work. Let's just exit on out of that right there, because it's not gonna work, right? Let's try to share something else. But you guys can go and look at the Porter Way podcast, and you guys can check it out for yourself. You feel what I'm saying? Sean Porter, he addresses the whole situation, and he basically says, if you haven't heard it from me or my daddy, you shouldn't repeat it. You feel what I'm saying? So basically, you don't know what the hell you're talking about. I mean, you feel what I'm saying? Like, and he was trying to be respectful. He was trying to be respectful as possible. Like Sean Porter has respect, for his elders, right? So he was being respectful. And plus he liked Derrick James. He doesn't have a problem with Derrick James. Derrick James came on the Porter Way podcast. You feel what I'm saying? So he doesn't have a problem with Derrick James. But in other news, Shakur Stevenson and Oscar Valdez fight is this Saturday. And let's share this article because according to Shakur Stevenson, he was happy with the VADA testing, right? He was really happy with the VADA testing. So, and from this article, it's pretty expensive. It says PED testing expensive, excludes most fighters from protection Stevenson Valdez received. And let's see what Shakur says first, because I read the article. Shakur said something first, and then Valdez. Okay. Okay, this is what Shakur said. If it stop damn tripping. Okay, now this is what Shakur said. Shakur said they came to see me 4 times, I think, Stevenson told BoxingScene.com in reference to VADA samples collectors. I was very comfortable with it. I hope that they went to see him more than they came to see me, because I feel he was the one that got caught cheating. I never got caught cheating. So I think he should still be this week getting tested. I don't think that. Now, I can't agree with that, Shakur. I don't think they should be getting tested the week of the fight. You feel what I'm saying? Like draining blood and, pissing, okay, that's something different. But draining blood and doing, nah, bro. Like, you can make people weaker, that way. And this is what Valdez said. He said, the fact that I got accused of being a cheater, it really hurt me, Valdez told BoxingScene.com on Thursday. It really brought me down. I made a human mistake by paying more attention to that than my fight in front of me, which was with, I'm not going to even butcher the guy name, Fight. And I saw that I didn't do my best performance last year. My best performance. Last year was a great learning experience. It definitely helped me become a fighter that I am right now. There's nothing anybody can tell me right now. Nothing Shakur Stevenson can tell me right now that will make me lose focus of the main objective, just to win. Yes, that's the main objective. You feel what I'm saying? But let's read this too right here. Okay, now where did I go to that part at? because this testing is kind of hard, you guys. Okay, here it go right here. Here it go right here. Testing primarily administered in boxing by VADA is expensive. Throughout testing, the random completions of blood and urine samples typically can cost anywhere between $18,000 and $25,000, depending on how many visits are made to a participant's homes or training camps. You feel what I'm saying? So they paying between 18 out of testing. And that's what, you feel what I'm saying? And that's what Victor Conte is paying for, for these guys. He's sponsoring these guys. Right? He's sponsoring Crawford. He's sponsoring Shakur. He's paying all, you feel what I'm saying? He paying a VADA fee. That's probably why, it's a tick for tack. You feel what I'm saying? Hey, you come here, you work out, you train here, and I'll pay your VADA fee. You feel what I'm saying? That's why Mikey Garcia went there. Remember, I told y'all, right? I showed y'all the article, right? I showed y'all the tweet. Victor Conte was on Earl Spence Jr. about the Mikey Garcia fight because he denied VADA. And Mikey Garcia went to Victor Conte and he got VADA. Testing is expensive. It's from $18,000. So, and according to Lou DiBella in this article, he said that, that most fighters can't really afford that stuff. You feel what I'm saying? Especially if you're a new fighter coming up, right? You trying to make that type of money. So you liable to get cheated. You feel what I'm saying? It's not fair all across the board. They need to put in something, you feel what I'm saying, for all these fighters, of them, one way or another. Right? Don't they test for steroids in the NFL? Shit, they do. Don't they test for banned substances in the in the NBA? Baseball? Right. Tennis, they do it everywhere. It should be a mandatory. If you become a boxer, it should be mandatory that you take VADA. It shouldn't be no ifs, ands, buts about it, right? Even if you're a new fighter, you should take VADA. That's exactly how we know it's a fair fight. Other than that, shit, like anybody can be on the juice, you guys. Anybody can be on the juice. But so Shakur Stevenson, he was very happy with the VADA testing. Very happy. He didn't have no. In other news, I had seen this yesterday. Eddie Hearn and Jake Paul, right, on the Taylor versus Serrano outcome. And Jake Paul, he said, if I win, I'm going to give my money to my fighter. Oh, man, salute to you for that, Jake Paul. You feel what I'm saying? Man, so he said, if I win, I'm going to give my money to Serrano. You feel what I'm saying? So I'm like, hey, I can't be mad at neither one of these guys. I don't think that Eddie Hearn is going to give his money to Taylor. You know what I'm saying? Because he didn't say nothing about that. But Jake Paul, he said that he's going to give his money to Serrano. If he win the bet, if Serrano win, shit, I guess she's going to get an extra payday. I mean, you feel what I'm saying? Like on top of what she making, she going to make I mean, you feel what I'm saying? So, hey, it'll be great for her, so that's just extra incentive for her to go up in there, and try to put on that's extra incentive, you know. Hey, if you win this fight, Serrano, you get an extra $1 million. Come on, man. Of course, she's about to go up in there and fight her hard, right? And fight her hardest. Yeah, you guys, but I wanted you guys to check out that Porterway podcast. But as you guys can see, from the beginning, my internet is, my laptop is tripping. It's my laptop. It's not my internet. It's the laptop. So I don't know. I must have downloaded the wrong thing, and y'all know how that go, man. Hey, I'm not a computer wizard, so I probably downloaded the wrong picture because I did download some pictures of boxing. So probably downloaded the wrong one and put a damn virus in my thing. But I will clean it out, and we will be back up and rolling. You feel what I'm saying? But so they got a bet going. They fight is Saturday too, so that should be a good fight. And I wanted to play the highlights from that fight too, but that should be a good fight though. That's it's speed against power, right? Because Taylor got the speed and Serrano got the power, in my opinion. So, but Sean Porter, he did address that situation, and he was like, I don't know what the hell he talking about, right, with Derrick James. He was being very respectful though, but he basically was saying, if you ain't heard it from me or my daddy, shut the hell up, bro. And the thing about it is, why do they have, they have a lot of energy against Crawford. Every time this man name get brung up, it's like, it's like it triggers something in Derrick James and Jermell Charlo. For real, it really triggers something in these guys. Right? So all that's telling me is behind the scenes, they talking about Crawford, right? They talking about Crawford. They both feel the same way about Crawford, right? Man, because people got to understand that Jermell Charlo is Derrick James' fighter, right? So how would that make Derrick James look if see, this is what people don't understand too. See, Bomac and Derrick James, they done went back and forth before, right? So how would it look if Bomac fighter beat both of Derrick James fighters? Both of them. Huh? How would it look if Bomac, one fighter, can beat Derrick James, two fighters in two different divisions? See, now people, they not looking at that angle of it either, right? It's a trainer thing too, right? It's a trainer thing too. Like Derrick James, him and Sean Porter daddy had words before. See, a lot of people, they don't remember that before the Sean Porter and Earl Spence Jr. fight. They had words, right? They was going back and forth. So it's not hard, for Derrick James to speak on, Kenny Porter. They done went back and forth before. I don't know if they squashed it. Hey, they probably still got a little beef going on, right? But I don't think they will have beef, and I don't think that that Derrick James will come on the Porterway podcast if he really had beef, with the Porters. So I don't believe that to be true, right? But at the same time, bro, like you can literally see the energy in their body just change. Crawford name get brung up, just look at their face. Look at their body movement. As soon as his name get brung up, just look at him. You be like, damn, bro, these people are really irritated by Crawford. Right? If he too light in the ass, if he too small, if he don't have no athleticism, right? Because Derrick James, he just told on himself. Right now, we've been saying it. I didn't want to say that they trying to age him out. But it's obvious now, because why would you bring up Roy Jones Jr., right? And then you say that guy. Oh, that guy. Like you don't know who Roy is. Everybody know who Roy Jones Jr. is, bro. You feel what I'm saying? Just hating. Just hating because Roy has been on your fighter. He wants your fighter to fight Terrence Crawford. That's all it is. He's not really saying that. He just want to see the fight. This fight is, according to Roy Jones Jr., this fight should have not been marinating this long. And that's a fact. It shouldn't. We should have got this fight as soon as Terrence Crawford beat Jeff Horn. We should have got this fight immediately. And actually, for Errol Spence Jr., I think, this is just my opinion, that was the best time for you. He had just moved up to the division. He wasn't acclimated to the division, right? He didn't grow into it. That was your best time to jump on him, in my opinion. Now, y'all didn't let this man grow into the division, gain his power, gain his strength, get his legs and all this, and it's like, now he's going to be unstoppable. When y'all should have jumped on him from the start. He was coming from 140. You, Sean Porter, Keith Thurman, Pacquiao, all y'all should have tried to jump on him from the start. As soon as this man moved up and he beat Jeff Horn, bro, y'all should have tried to hop on him. And then a lot of people, right, they, like Manny Pacquiao, like he was trying to fight Terrence Bud Crawford. No, he wasn't. He never wanted to fight. See, and then people, they want to blame Bob Arum. Oh, no, I couldn't make that fight. Bob Arum couldn't make that fight. It was up to Pacquiao to fight him. It was up to Pacquiao. And Pacquiao did not want to fight Terrence Bud Crawford. Simple as that. As simple as that. I'm going to tell y'all even how Bob Arum tried to set up Pacquiao for Crawford. He tried to set him up for Crawford. He tried to get him in the ring with Crawford. But he didn't want to take the rematch with Jeff Horn. He didn't want to take the rematch. Right? He did not want to take the rematch. All Manny Pacquiao had to do was take that rematch, beat Jeff Horn ass, right, at 147, and who was coming right there? Terrence Bud Crawford was going to be his mandatory. And he was going to either have to fight Crawford or drop the belt. So Manny Pacquiao weaseled his way up out of that. He knew he can beat Jeff Horn. Right? He knew he was bullshitting over there in Australia, playing around. Right? Because we all seen what happened in the 9th round when he got a little serious. He almost knocked out Jeff Horn. So Pacquiao could have easily went back, got his belt, and fought Terrence Bud Crawford. But he wasn't going to do that. He was not going to do that. Right? So that's why he left Bob Arum. That's exactly why he left Bob Arum, and he went to the PBC and signed a 3-fight deal. Right? Because he thought he was going to get that Floyd Mayweather fight again. And what they do to him, they fed him to the slaughter. They fed him to all those guys that was super. I mean, everybody Pacquiao fought was younger than him. Not even on his age level. I mean, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he went over there to fight Floyd Mayweather for a rematch. We all know that's why Pacquiao signed that 3-fight deal. And he signed it in 2018. And they dragged it all the way out to 2021. So that's 3 fights in 3 years. Right, for a guy who was already, what, 38? 39? What are we talking about here? Right, he signed to the PBC 38, 39 years old. And they dragged him out. Instead of him having 2 fights in that year and then having another fight the next year and letting him out of his contract, right? He could have been out of his contract by 2020. But no, they dragged it all the way to 2021. Okay, I know the pandemic happened and all that, but hey, that's no excuse, because I know I seen a lot of fights during the pandemic. It had tons of fights during the pandemic, so that wasn't an excuse. Yeah, you guys, but just got a lot going on in boxing. These days, it got a lot of narratives going around. It got a lot of people pushing a lot of bull. You feel what I'm saying? And it's like, I don't really, it's like this Terrence Crawford and Earl Spence stuff then turns into a damn gang war. You feel what I'm saying? Like, and it's like, what the hell are we doing at this point? Right? Spence gang, Bud gang. It's like, come on, man. Now we catch the ops, man. We got to get him. It's like, bro, but this is, hey, I guess this is how, I guess this is just how crazy that we can get as fans, right? You feel what I'm saying? That we, like do whatever to support, our favorite fighter. Even if it's going to jail, right? Hey, whatever. But yeah, you guys, I just wanted to do this video. I apologize about the stream tripping. Because I wanted to show that Shawn Porter video. But you guys just subscribe to the channel, like the video, comment on the video. This is Odie Loc Sports Info, and I'm gone, you guys.